Hello all. Today I am back to my embroidery book, and today we're going to start with the bullion knot. I'm still working on the stitch along with Create and Craft with Christine, and today's bullion knot. She did hers with a couple of different types of thread, and she did, I don't know, 3 of each, so 12 stitches it looked like. I am going to do mine with one type of thread, and I'm just going to increase the number of strands. So I'm going to start with one, and I'm going to start right here at the end of my word knot, and we'll see how it goes for me. See if I can remember what I just watched and what I read in the book. Start by getting that little string out there. These are going to drive me insane. These little extra bits. So I'm going to get rid of some of them. And hopefully it will not continue to shed. It probably will. Not a very good piece of fabric, I don't think. That's okay. Okay. So you come over the length that your knot is going to be. She did a lot of wraps, and she did like 10. The book only shows 4. And then you come up without splitting your thread. I don't think that's right. I've already done it wrong. What did she do? I don't know. Let me look at the book. Bring the needle to the front at A. Take the needle to the back at B and re-emerge at A. I came to the front at A and B. Yes. Oh, I pulled my needle all the way through. I was not supposed to pull it out. My bad. Let's try again. I got some new lotion today, and I feel like my hands are greasy, but I touched some paper and I touched the fabric, and there's no evidence that my hands are greasy, so maybe they're just more nourished than I'm used to. Okay, and then up at A, and then do not pull it through. I don't know how I want to hold this. Like this, I guess. The book says to wrap it clockwise. That was 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't feel like that's going to make it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That might make it. We'll do 12. And then you pull it through. And it is a very distinct possibility that I wrapped that too tightly. And that was one of the things that they talked about. I think that there we go. This is not going to be pretty. I think the eye of my needle is fatter, not significantly, but it is fatter than nope, I was unsuccessful. Boop. The eye of my needle is fatter than my thread. I also think that perhaps I'm doing this backwards, and I should start with fat and go to skinny. So, new thread. We're just going to get ourselves a brand new one with all 6 strands on there, which will probably not fit through the eye of this needle. We'll find out. Needle threading. It's probably not going to help me, but let's see. Will that fit through there? Nope, doesn't even fit through there. I might need a fatter needle for, we'll try this one, for the six strands. I can't talk. Maybe. Well, I got 50%. Let's try a different approach. I think I got 5. And one more. Can I get the others to pull that one through? Oh, I can. Well, that was exciting. Unorthodox, but exciting. I'm going to pause my video and go wash my hands because I feel greasy. It's not helping me. Okay, that's better. Let's try this again. See if I can't figure it out. Can't tie a knot. It's funny how when you want to tie a knot, the thread's like, nope, not doing it. And every other second of the day, it's like, oh, I'm in a knot. Oh, I'm in a knot. And you can't make it stop. Okay. She had hers in a hoop. And that'll probably make my life easier. Get some of this. Some of the extra fabric. Oh my goodness, my brain. Get some of the extra fabric out of my way. This fabric is kind of slick though, so I don't know. Make sure it's not sticking in the back. Okay, round 10. Up at A. Out of my way. Down at B. Now it's too tight and I can't make it go where I want it to go. Up at A. And hold it up. 1, 2. How do you do both? How do you hold it up and wrap and hold it in place? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. I don't know that this frame is helping me already. 4, 5, 6. At this point, I just want a successful knot. If we start with a successful knot, I will be thrilled. Okay. I'll loosen up my knots a little bit so that I can hopefully somehow push this through. Oh my goodness. I don't know where I'm stuck at. Stuck at the wrapped part. Okay. Holding the wrap and pulling the eye through. Okay, okay, I got it. I can't see my wraps. That's okay. Yay! Look at that. I was successful. My goodness. Now we spread them out, but they're not pretty, but I was successful. And then we go back down at B to anchor our knot. I'm afraid to let go. Oop. Look at that. Oh, that's a glare. Sorry. Bright outside. I was successful. Now I'm going to anchor that. So that I can cut it off and take out one strand. Don't stab yourself. Okay, I'm excited. We have a success. I wonder if I could just cut one strand and leave the rest of them, and then that way I would still be anchored and I would not have to tie a new knot. Let's try that. Here we go. One strand. Now, let's see if our one strand will... Nope, will not pull just from the needle. I'm going to have to rethread my needle, but that's okay. It's a small price to pay. It should go through better because there's only 5 now. Yep, it went through better. Look at that. Let's straighten it out a little bit. Flip over. Tighten that up a little bit. Okay. This is 5 strands. Up at A. The other hand. I'm going to loosen that up a little bit. Down at B. And back up at A. And I already forgot how many wraps I did. I think I did 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think the issue is that my wraps are ever so slightly too tight. Loosen them up just a tiny bit. Oh, don't pull out. And oh, look at that. That was quicker and much more and just as successful. And then down at B. And now we have 2. Boy, my lighting is really bad, and I hope that comes across better than it looks on my screen. I don't know. And then we tie a little knot and stab ourselves again because that's the name of the embroidery game. I'm going to turn on a light and see if it helps. I don't know that it helps. It's a weird time of the day, I guess. Separate out a strand again. So in Create and Craft Christine's video, she did all the bullion knots on one page, but she only wrote the words. She wrote the word bullion knot, and I wrote the words for all of the stitches, which is what I have been doing for all of my videos so far, partly because as I'm a beginner, I think the extra needlework of doing the back stitches is helpful to me to have more needle time in my hand. So I hopefully when I get done with all of these, I think she has 176 videos, but this video is her bullion knot is her number 22 and it's my 34 because I added a whole bunch of blanket stitches that she did not add in it. But I'm thinking that going forward I will only do the stitches that are in the A to Z, and then when I have finished those I will go back and do other stitches from my other books, and then just add them to my fabric book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is 4 strands. Because I feel like there's so many stitches out there in the world that this could turn into a forever project, and that's not what I want. I don't want it to be a forever project. I would like to eventually finish my book. And so, because I'm already like 10 stitches ahead of her, or 10 stitches more than her, I guess, I'm thinking that I should not have undone my needle just now. That's okay. I can redo it. I'm thinking I should just finish the A to Z book first and then add on stitches later, just so that there's an end to my particular tunnel that I'm in. Okay, this is getting easier. I now have 3, so I have 6 strands, 5 strands, and 4 strands. I'm glad that I decided to start at the top and work my way down because I think that that's helping. That's not a word. Helping. This is just a piece of towel that I ironed onto the back of my fabric with some stabilizer because I felt that the fabric was too floppy for my project. I don't know if you can see it, but up here I had started writing and I didn't like it, and so I started over. Oh, I keep grabbing everything. Okay, let's get rid of another one and keep going. Maybe the hardest part, just getting the strand to come loose right there. Anyway, that's my plan. I don't know how many stitches I have left. I was kind of trying to figure it out, and that got to be overwhelming. So I just need to slow and low and figure it out, I guess. Behind on my posting, but that also does not bother me. It is what it is. I have 15 followers now. I'm so excited. So if you're watching and you're one of my 15 subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope that if nothing else, I'm at least entertaining to you, although I don't know that this video would be entertaining to anyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was easier and more successful way of wrapping. Anyway, you know, life just gets in the way sometimes of things, and I got a little overwhelmed, and I decided that it's okay if I don't post or if I get behind or my schedule gets off. I'm okay with that. It's not something to not something that's worth wrecking my health or my life over. They're just videos. I've only been at it since January, and I have a lot of videos posted, so is it important? I don't know. It's not important to me. I had somebody try to tell me that I'm the slave to the algorithm. I was like, I am not a slave to the algorithm, because you have to care about something to be a slave to it. I don't care. Okay, that was 3. Making a mess, but that's all right. Tying a knot because, of course, because I don't want a knot, and so yes, this next one will be 2. They are getting easier. I have a pop-up on my screen, so I cannot see how long I've been recording. Let's get rid of that. Oh, not too bad. Been about 20 minutes. I'm almost done with this one. Oh, maybe. Can't thread my needle. I saw a video about threading needles, and it says if you can't thread your needle, flip your needle over and try the other side. And I got to looking at my needles, and it is very truly obvious which way they were stamped. One side is definitely ever so slightly bigger than the other side, and it makes a difference. And sometimes it's just a matter of flipping the needle over. Okay, 2 threads, and then 1 thread, and we will be done. I think they're all about the same length. Thank you, Sashiko, for helping with that to get better length size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been doing a lot of Sashiko lately. I bought a book called Sashiko 365, and essentially what you do is you make 365, it's actually 366 squares, and then you put them all together in a quilt. And I have done 12 squares, I think, or maybe I'm on 11. I think I'm on 11. Okay. 1 more bullion knot with 1 thread. Oops, I like the Sashiko because it definitely teaches needle control. It's very relaxing. The squares are small, so I can take them with me anywhere. I was at a barbecue on Saturday, and I sat there and made a square. And a bunch of people came over and talked to me about it, and they were like, what are you making? And I was like, I'm making a quilt. And they're like, really? It's really tiny. And I was like, it's 1 square of 366. The book is called 365 because the last square that you make is got your name and the date on it, which is pretty cool. Oh, I was able to get that one out without unthreading my needle. First time. Okay, last one with a single strand of thread. I can't come out where I want to because I am banging on the edge of the, I'm on the edge of the frame. I don't know if I can, there we go, that's better. Now I'm next to A. That was hard. Alright, I don't even know if I'm on camera. I haven't even been looking. If I'm not, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I can straighten those, wiggle them out or not. That's really hard to see that it's a bullion knot, but it is. So the lesson here is a single strand, I can't talk, of DMC embroidery thread doesn't make a very good bullion knot. So that's one lesson. One lesson is if you're going to do them in all the different strands, start with the thicker first. So I'm pretty happy with that. Not only was I pretty well successful in making a straight line, I made all of them, and I'll be able to refer back and see that they're different strand lengths. I might even come back and embroider the number of strands under each one so that I can remember for all of time. I want to say, I don't know the word, perpetuity, I have no idea. Anyway, there's my bullion knot, and when we come back the next time, we will be doing the rose with bullion center. Thanks for watching.